everybody? Mike Reis, Nick Reis here. Forgive this because he's being lazy and didn't want to change. So he's wearing his put together Snuggie robe. Hopefully he can move. I was talking to him about bullying and things like that, and one of the things that he said was very commonplace was the whole getting in the face. You can do it. Like getting up in your face, they're like, what's up, you know? And then the pushing, go ahead and push. It's a good. So the real pushing and all that stuff. You know, the whole, and it gets aggressive. It looks aggressive. They're like, what's up, man? What's up? They get, and they're talking. Mainly they're going to be cussing. It's going to be all sorts of ugly. The first thing you do when you get into a situation where someone's like up in your face, if someone is coming up to get into your face, there's some people over, a lot of the English guys I've seen, they'll say they call this their fence. Okay? Basically they're putting their hand up, they got this up here, and really this is like almost an indication, like we in America, we say this is our bubble, and it's like where our hands go. Well, this is the edge of the bubble here. I don't mind calling it the fence though, so we're just going to call it the fence. So you got the fence. So when he comes up, trust me, as soon as you see this, you should be already aware of how this guy looks. If he's looking aggressive, I couldn't take him seriously, but if someone was coming up aggressively, my first stance is to be here, and if he's going to get in my face, I want this here. Now, Lee Morrison has a great thing. He says, you got your hands up like this, and you kind of keep them back. They touch your fence once, okay, you can try to get past. They touch it again, they touch your fence again, go ahead. Now I'm going to move into something. And why is that? Because I don't know if the next time he moves into my fence, if he's going to be throwing a punch. I don't know what's going to happen there. Now, I don't want to try to do preemptive all the time. Preemptive striking takes time to learn when to do this properly. And you may be absolutely wrong for doing it. Because a push does not dictate me going, oh, break your knee, break it off, and biting his ear off. You've gone over what the legal means would be of retaliation for that. So the basic thing is keep your hands up, keep one foot back because you don't want to be off balance by just standing straight up. You want to be able to have a decent base, bend your knees, and you be here, and when that guy comes, you can keep this fence out and keep one hand up. His hand's up to catch whether or not he throws a punch on the first touch. And he's going to probably slap your hand away. This is definitely typical. Okay? Because what happens, they slap your hand away, you can just pull it back, and you got it right back here. And what's he going to do? He's going to probably try to pull it again. Okay? So what I'm going to do is he's going to mimic the attack, the coming into my face, and he's going to do whatever he wants on the next one. And then we're going to slow it down, okay? So he's just going to do it. He's going to do whatever, okay? I felt a little in danger there. I would have went all the way through, but he's near the couch and would have landed on the dogs. So what was my whole purpose there? When he came up, I had my fence. He grabbed my arm and then came over with this hand. This one was what was worrying me. I was thinking I'm going to get hit. I don't know what you're planning. He was going to hit me. So I just took my hand and went straight up into his face. And I basically took this hand and my backhand and put basically here, and I would have pushed him off balance. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to be this kung fu expert to be able to get all this stuff. You don't got to be like, you don't have to do this stuff. All you have to do is something real basic. And trust me, if this guy was, my blood would be like really rushing. I'd have adrenaline pumping through me, and if I thought this guy was really meaning to hurt me, if I thought for sure that this dude was getting ready, this wouldn't have just hit here. It would have went down to his throat, and I would have taken him to the floor. it would have been my grab on the throat, and if I would have had it right here, this hand would have came around to this arm here, and I basically would have went here and chucked him to the ground with a throw. I'm just going to put him down. Meanwhile, holding him by the neck. Why am I throwing him down? Because as soon as I get him down right here, I'm probably dealing with boys here, friends. I'm going to throw him down so I can take off. Trust me, this guy's choking. He's going to not want to get up too soon anyway. So, some people say, well, isn't that too extreme? I didn't kill him. I'm just going to throw him down on the ground and make sure he understands that, you don't get in my face. But I'm already ready to throw. I'm ready to take this from this position and just raise it up into the neck or up into the chin. I mean, seriously, it's just like boom. And honestly, if I just wanted to make it a strike, I could have just went in and just popped it instead of held onto him. Could have just popped it up and dropped him. Trust me, his head had snapped back and he would have fell. Because I invaded his space at the same time as jerking his head back, and that's what's going to cause the misbalance, and he's going to fall. So when you deal with that kind of situation, it's taking my closest tool to my closest target, and if I wanted to, I could have kicked the balls and all that stuff. I can do whatever I need to. Man, if I wanted to take his shirt and just grab his shirt and lift it up over his face, I could do it. If he had like a hood or something on, I could take his shirt, pull him down. I can do all these things. I can do all sorts of stuff to make sure that I'm in safe distance. I don't got to punch this guy. I don't have to take him by his ears and headbutt him. I don't have to do all that stuff. All I have to do is maintain myself into a safe zone. And if I'm already here and he touches me because I'm here, I don't have to get kung fu. I don't have to do... Okay? He grab me like you did before. Because you were going to hit me with that hand, weren't you? I don't have to go, hoo, hoo, hoo. I don't have to do, all these things that people show you to do. The main thing is just going from here. It's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to do this. Why? Because now I'm disrupting him. I'll talk about that in a later martial arts type of chat, I think, possibly. We'll talk about the OODA loop, okay, and how that affects any fighter. It doesn't matter if it's street fight or combat sport, okay? So thank you guys. This was a situation. This is Nikki trying to help me out. Almighty robed monk. And he's going to go burn incense. But basically, just be aware of what's happening and don't let people be that close. Keep your space. So the main rule to take from this is keep your space, but maintain control over what you got to do next, okay? Be smart, guys. Don't let someone bully you, because bullies suck, okay? And that's from Shane Frazen off of Fight Tips. Bullies do suck, and at the same time, guys, just be smart with what you're doing. Later.